Greetings and salutations in our distance. It is Wolfphototech, and here we are with some more fun unboxing / review videos. This time it's going to be for Rime of the Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden Dice and Miscellany set for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, or Dungeons and Dragons Next, which is the official term, but everyone just calls it 5th edition. And it's a handy dandy little box that contains dice, a map, a few creatures, and a few fun and a little fun box that doubles as 2 dice trays. I'm gonna pop it open. And it comes with, as I said, the dice. They are multi-tone, sort of like a dark night ice kind of effect. It's not a true ice dice. It's more like evil ice dice, which is not so nice. It's multi-tone with like a particle effect in it. From personal experience and from research, I can tell you that there's a higher probability of inconsistent rolls when you have any type of a dice that have particle effects or is made of multiple different materials. Okay, you want, for general purposes, more uniform color dice. It's like this set tends to be more consistent in rolls than a set of dice like this. Another nice set is this one, actually. See the other review video for more details on those sets. These are more or less standard size dice, where the other sets may vary in sizes. I don't know why they vary, but they do. You got the box, which has nice artwork on it. I've actually taken this apart. I've actually opened this up a few times before, and has resulted in me having the box oriented incorrectly in various ways. They're all felted on the inside. Nice feature of this is you got 2 dice trays for your players. If you play in person and want to roll dice and you want that true experience of playing Dungeons and Dragons properly, all proper like, I'm gonna get my space 40k space orc in there. Not full range of voice. They're nice little trays. And then here is the face card. These cards largely focus around the Icewind Dale area and history of that region. You got Dritz de Uden on the face card. You got Avaltrunce with a bit of information on the back. On the back of each card, there's information about the character or region. Ariel, the Frostmaiden. You got Awakened Beast, Black Ice Berserker, Chawangas. As I said, Cold Light Walker. There's information on the back of all these cards. It's mostly flavorful information. So this is largely useful for the DM to show a player, and if you got a good roll for that player, you could read off the card. Like, you read the first paragraph if they got an okay result. If you read the next paragraph as well as the first, if they got a good result. If they have an excellent result, you'll read the whole thing. That's my suggestion on that. Or at least you'll read it ahead of time and come up with Icewind Kobolds. There's typically 3 paragraphs on each card. So that kind of always works out. Yet again, Old Bitey. That always seems to work out overall. I'm trying to make my videos flow along a little bit quicker, because I get people from various channels that will sometimes refer to me as Rambly McRambleston, or make fun of my disabilities or stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna pick up the pace. This is actually one of the few instances in which this card right here, the Snowy Owlbear, is only 2 paragraphs. Technically, the Null Vampire, which is also 3 paragraphs. Then you have a card for 10 towns, the Vibig and the Yeti, as well as advertisement card for D&D Beyond, Hasbro Plus, and such. And you got a fun little map here of the Icewind Dale area / 10 towns, which is useful. You could put this on the table in a spot or something and put a play piece on the spot in which your characters are traveling, like a small little skittle or a bead or something along that lines. And then you also have maps on the backside for a lot of the key locations you travel to and important towns. Overall, this set is not the strongest set compared to, I have to make sure, since I accidentally jumbled all the cards in the past and I had to correct them and didn't realize it, I'm going to make a double check here to make sure I got them all facing upright. This set is, if you have the money to spare, is not a terrible investment for new players and a new DM to show or hand out various things to inform characters. However, it is also not necessarily even essential or even highly recommended. I would probably place this around like a 3-star territory. If you have a lot of information from other books from past editions of Dungeons and Dragons or an experienced group of players, this drops in value. It goes from the floating in the 3-star range, like 3 to 3.75 edition stars. Actually, no, it's not 3.75. Pathfinder 1st edition and Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition and 3.5 is actually superior to 5th edition in a lot of regards. However, 3.5 and 3rd edition are way more complex, and Pathfinder 1st edition streamlines things and fixes a lot of problems with 3rd. But this is in the 3-star range. It might inch up towards 4 stars if you're a completely new DM with a new group, and you could like really use the extra dice trays and the dice for the new players that don't have dice or don't want to use digital apps to roll. And this will definitely help out newer DMs with the fun little bits of information. You could set the cards down. You got this character and you got this character in play here. It's basic information. There is, however, no stats on these cards. So you're going to still have to have the book out for stuff like that. It would be more handy if these sets actually had stats on the cards. But okay. As I said, this is kind of floating in that 3-star range, but it falls into the 2-star range as you collect more items and sets of dice and trays. You know, once people kind of have all their equipment, the usefulness of this set is going to fall. And as I said before, I haven't used this set, but this is multicolored dice, and multicolored dice tend to be more inconsistent with rules. So it's the 3-star range falling into the 2-star range as you gain in gaming aids kind of territory. However, it's more useful for entirely new DMs and players. So it might, and who want to play Icewind Dale or Rime of the Frostmaiden. So it might creep up to that 4-star mark if you're like new and you really want to play that campaign. These aids will help out, but it's a falling value. Okay? If you have limited funds, I wouldn't even bother buying this set unless you truly want the the aids from this set. Thank you very much for watching. If you happen to enjoy the video, consider subscribing and liking. And if you dislike the video, hit the dislike button and leave comments in the section below. If you also want to leave comments if you like the video or are neutral to it, go ahead. And have a delightful day, a nice night, a wonderful week, and a magnificent month, and see you next time.